When I was in school in music class, sometimes our teacher got us to improvise on our instruments. What we would do is we would sit in a circle with our respective instruments. Some of us playing guitar or singing. I grew up playing the cello, so that was my predominant instrument. And we would pick one note, so for example the note of C, and we would all start playing that note collectively in a very sustained manner, creating a sort of atmospheric drone. Then each of us individually would go around the circle and start improvising on our instruments over the drone. And what would happen is people would come up with the most wonderful melodies and motifs. And people would come up with things that they wouldn't otherwise normally play if not for the fact of this sort of drone that they were improvising over. And I think we can take this idea and use it to break creative ruts and find inspiration when we're trying to write music. For me, I love drones because I always find that I play new things when I improvise over them. And it's not something I do enough of. But today, I want to show you how simple it is for you to try this out at home as a way to either start playing new things or start writing new music. Let's jump into the computer. Okay, the simplest and easiest way of going about doing this is literally jumping on YouTube. Choose a note. I chose the note C since it's really easy to play in the key of C on the piano. Type in C note drone or C major drone or something like that, and you can look on YouTube and you'll see there's a whole lot of drones. I would play them except for the fact I don't understand how copyright issues work on YouTube, so I don't want to get a copyright strike. But you could load up something like this. I played it before. It's these beautiful cellos that play this sustained note, and you can literally play them out of your speakers, sit down with your instrument, maybe it's a piano, maybe it's a guitar, maybe it's something else, and you just start playing over the key of C and see what happens. But so that I can actually demonstrate to you exactly what I'm talking about, I'm going to make my own drone for fun, but also to show you. So let's do that now. Initially, I was going to sit down and record the whole process of making a drone, but I've made something really simple. I've just loaded up some string patches from Spitfire Audio, BBC Symphony string patches. I'm pretty sure they're free. At some point they were free. I got them free, I'm pretty sure. So we're doing violin tremolo and a sustained cello legato. Just quickly hear how this sounds. Yeah, it's not super consistent as it crosses over, as the loop starts again, but that's okay. For our purposes here, it's going to work totally fine. So I've just looped this sustained C chord with a G, so it's two C's and a G. I chose C because I think it's an easy key to play in, and I'm not the best piano player because my main instrument is the cello, not the piano, but I can play a bit of keyboard anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to start improvising over this drone. Cool. Let's just record some stuff and I'll just show you the highlights. Okay, just before we begin, I just started playing around, but I've added a bit of delay to the Casio and some reverb to the strings just to help really build that sustain in the drone so that you don't hear those crossovers when the loop restarts. All right, let's try that now. All right, I've improvised for about 20 minutes now. I think there's some nice stuff in there. It's cool. I came up with some things I would never play with just the keyboard alone. And it's fun using a keyboard like this, which is so limited in its capacity. But you know, you chuck a delay on it and a bit of reverb, you put it over some strings, and it sort of comes alive. This beautiful ambient wash. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of the video, and I hope you legitimately go home, set up a drone in whichever way, either playing it through YouTube or if you've got access to a DAW, you know, setting up a simple drone in that and looping that and having a go, because it's so fun and you sort of just get lost in it and start to play things that you wouldn't have otherwise played. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I make next time.